What's up, everybody? Um, so, after some unfortunate events yesterday, we did have to uninstall Hearthstone. So, I guess for the first part of the stream today, we're going to be installing Hearthstone because that's still my job, and we still have to play it. I do enjoy Hearthstone, just we did uninstall it. You can get some light tilt on some Hearthstone, man, I tell you what. It's okay, it's a good warm-up to the stream. It's a good, getting into it sort of thing, you know? So yeah, we're gonna work on that. What's up, Pink Arrow? How's it going, dude? What's up, Mag Daddy? If you guys don't have Hearthstone, you guys could check it out too. It's a free game and stuff. Free? With air quotes. And nah, we all love Hearthstone.
Fire it up.
Snoots just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, dude. I appreciate it, man. How's it going, dude? So, yeah, you're in the DeckDoctor queue. Feel free to add a deck. You're actually the second person, though. There's already someone that's got a Reno Rogue in there that we're going to be doing first. But, yeah, feel free to link your deck in the chat, man, and we'll get you good to go. As soon as we install, we'll be ready. How you doing, man? Yeah, you just link it in chat, man, and then I can check it out and play it and stuff. What's up, Joania? I uninstalled my game. I'm working on reinstalling it. Your Duelist is better. I can't legally say that yet, but I have a lot of fun with Duelist, but that's just because I've played a lot of Hearthstone. And Duelist is like new and stuff. Alright, Snoots, got you in the queue. You'll be right after Reno Rogue. I appreciate it, man. How's the house hunting going? Still trying to convince the mortgage broker that I have real income. So I gotta get that out of the way so then I can figure out how much house I can afford. But there's some nice little areas around here. So, I have a friend of a friend that's mom is a real estate agent, and she's gonna be helping me out. So, I don't know. My family and my friends and stuff are helping me a lot with it, and I got a big long list of places I gotta check out to see where I wanna live. Alright, so we have successfully installed Hearthstone. I can get rid of this display capture. Alright. Can I put some music on? I don't want to put music on because that'll mute the VODs. And YouTube loves DeckDoctor, man. I was making YouTube videos and up doing Twitch highlights for like the longest time and getting no traction on YouTube. Start putting out DeckDoctor videos. People start caring. So, yeah. Am I staying in Howell? I'm in Howell currently. Which is kind of weird saying that because it's like a really small town, so you can probably find me, honestly, just going door to door. Alright, so we have Dark Blood, who is on vacation right now. Pretty sweet. He gets to take a vacation on a Thursday and skip work. What a baller. So he's not actually here in the stream, but he submitted on Twitter. He told me he wasn't going to be here, and he wanted to be involved with it. So we got his Reno Rogue here, and he's going to check out the VOD later. So that means we could be extra mean since he's not even here, right? Just pound the hell out of his deck list. Nah, I wouldn't do that. But let's Reno Rogue some fools. I've never seen a Reno Rogue before, so this is a first for me. So go slow. Alright, what do we got? 2 SIs. The first 2 of. I don't mind having a 2 of. I don't mind having a 2 of. I think 2 2-ofs is the maximum amount you want for a Reno deck without that much cycle, though. So we'll see how many 2-ofs he's got in here.
Fired up.
Missed the 4-drop. Alright. Zombie. What's up, Mark VW? What's going, dude? What's up, Naviud? Ernest429 just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. 2 months in a row. What a bat. How's it going, man? You can feel free to link your deck list in the chat, and I'll doctor that bad boy right up. Alright, piloted shredder. Refresh. Oh, refresh. There we go. Big game hunter. Dun, dun, dun. Senjin. Azure Drake. Jones. Alright. How'd Reno decks take a long time to build? Alright, second page. Sludge. Reno, of course. Sylvanas. Sprint.
Fired up.
Boom. What's up, Sinister Turtle? What's going, dude? First time subscriber. Feel free to link your deck, and we'll get to doctoring it. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Welcome to the Batcave team thing. I hope you enjoy being a bat. You can fly and sleep upside down now. Congratulations. Alright, Ernest, I got you added to the queue. Build a cool Reno Mage deck. Alright. Where'd I go yesterday? I had to go out to lunch with my grandma. So I pretended to rage quit and uninstalled Hearthstone and then went out to lunch with my grandma. Did it work? I don't know. I got out of work early. Skamaz doesn't know. Skamaz to the Skamaz, so I could eat lunch with my grandma. Went to Outback Steakhouse. Got a bloomin' onion. Delicious. Alright. It's Dark Blood's deck list, man. The Reno Rogue. Probably want to screenshot this. It's probably #1 legend. We got some early game removal here. We got the Zombie Chow to go in since we only have 1 deadly, 1 backstab, 1 of this. So our early game's a little sketchy. We got the Defias, I guess, to help out also with the early game. 2 SIs should be strong in the early game. So compared to normal Rogue, we have the Zombie Chow and the Defias taking over the spots of like the backstab and the second deadly for early game board control. We got 1 flurry, of course, because we only got 1 oil, 1 deadly, so that makes sense. We got some defensive 4-drops here because our early game's a little weak. We got a solid number of 4-drops. We got 4 4-drops and an oil, so definitely a mid-rangey curve kind of deck. We got 1 Ezra Drake, 1 Harrison Jones because they kind of do the same thing. We got a hefty number of 5s and 6s. I don't know if the sprint's actually needed. We don't even have a prep to go with the sprint, but holy crap, we got some high end here. We got Emperor, Reno, Sylvanas, so we already got triple 6s. And then we got Boom Rag and a sprint. And our 5s aren't bad either. So the one thing we got to be looking at when we play is do we have enough early game and how many 6s and 7s do we have in our hand, because that's a pretty big curve. But I guess we make up for the big curve by having Reno to heal out after we take a bunch of damage to the dome. 1 prep could be good as sort of a defensive sort of tempo play. But we are lacking a lot in the spells, so we probably tried prep earlier and ended up taking it out, you know. No deck for me, just wanted to support? Aw, thanks, Turtle. I appreciate that. Feels good, man. So much support and love. What's up, Lieutenant Smash 324? How's it going, dude? Oh, sorry, Lieutenant Smash. I typed in the chat afterwards that I wasn't coming back because I had to go out to lunch with my grandma. Sorry, I skamazed you guys. There'll be a t-shirt available eventually that says you got skamazed. You gotta get skamazed again to get it, though. It just costs money. I'm sorry. Alright, we're definitely winning this game, man. If there's one thing Rogue does, it shits on Priest. Especially when it's got extra bombs and stuff. And Reno. I don't know how Reno helps, but we're Rogue, he's Priest, got him. Alright, none of this is the early game stuff. We are looking for things a little bit faster. Definitely a little bit faster. We have so many 4s in the deck, I don't think we should ever keep a 4. Harrison Jones isn't really going to land on any weapons, but Sylvanas is disgusting against Priest until they entomb it. Dagger Pass, Dagger Pass. We're missing the early game curve. If he was aggro, we might be in a bit of trouble here. But is that because we're unlucky or because we don't have enough things in the early game curve? What's our early game options? We have 1 backstab, 1 deadly poison, 1 zombie chow, 1 of this. So we actually only have about 4, no, and a device. We have 5 early game cards in the deck. And I guess we could kind of consider SI an early game card. We don't have any way to combo it in our hand, so I'm not going to rely on top decking way to combo it. I'm just going to tempo it out there and play it to contest this. You didn't have the 2-drop taunt thing. They don't really have a 3-drop taunt thing. So you either have to coin the 4-drop taunt thing for us to be in a little bit of trouble and not be able to make this trade, or he has to play a Valence Chosen. Alright, this is good. This is good. This is good. Oh. There we go. Alright, instead of charging up the dagger, I think we play the minion. You just want things on the board that do stuff. Because playing this makes our damage, like, increases our board potential damage by 4, and, I mean by 3, and this increases our board potential damage by 3, but it puts a minion on board and allows more flexible trades. And this has charge, this doesn't have charge, so you want to develop the minion without charge first, when able. So, see, now we can develop this and kill that, I guess. Play this. We could play this to try and contest. I don't want to give him this free trade, so now I have to Tinker Oil. It's okay. Rogue trading. What is this world coming to? But we're supposed to be trading. That's why we got the Merino. All right. Heal pass. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Priest. We don't want to develop Sylvanas because that walks into hard removal. You want to develop Sylvanas when they have things on the field that Sylvanas can take, really. And currently we would take nothing. You can't take his hero. If you could, that'd be busted. So I think we'll just play a Belcher. Got to save that for comboing. We don't need to heal. And Harrison Jones could be good. Kind of walks into death a little bit, but he's not going to 3-drop death because he didn't have a 3-drop earlier. And he Thought Stole and drew 2 cards. Yeah, I think we Jones. I don't know. Belcher walks into too many things against Priest, like Shadow Madness, Shadow Word Pain, Shrinkmeister Cabal, but he can't Shrinkmeister Cabal yet. But just, I don't know. This just gets a death out of the way. We got a Sylvanas and a Ragnaros in their hand. And we thought he didn't have a 3-drop, so that worked out good. Alright, now I guess we're forced to commit to the Belcher, or we can go Shadowpan Rider. Eviscerate Shadowpan Rider. I want a Rag next turn anyway, so I don't feel bad about it. Yeah, get a Boulder Fist Ogre out there. Today I learned Boulder Fist Ogre. Not a bad card. Because I basically forced this to be a Boulder Fist Ogre by wasting an Eviscerate, so I got Entomb out of the way. Getting his hard removal out on other cards, so then we still have these guys waiting in reserve. Alright, so let's just do this. Hold on to the weapon for our flurry. And we're just doming him for 8. On turn 10, we want to be playing double 5 drops. If you were planning to target Secret Paladin in a tournament, what would you bring as the third deck with Control Priest and Freeze Mage? I wouldn't bring Freeze Mage. I'd bring Control Priest, Patron Warrior, and Aggro Druid. But if you're dead set on Freeze Mage, then just throw Aggro Druid in the third. I like getting this Emperor out there. He's running out of hard removal, right? Right? Like, how much could he possibly have, you know what I mean? I don't think we swing yet. We swing when we play the Lothab. But Aggro Druid farms some Secret Paladin, man. That deck is good against Secret Paladin. Most of the time. I think it's better than Freeze Mage against it, at least. Alright. So, we want a Lothab and push the face damage. I don't know, I could Lothab and Sylvanas, and then he can't Light Bomb, and that's 15 on the board, and 16 with our dagger. So that should set up lethal while we're able to trade here. So if we get sapped to get through a taunt, we got him. Only one Lothab. Alright, we need a way to get through the taunt. Why you do this, man? All this heals. Alright, so we only have 11. Uh-oh. We could get a sap for lethal. We have 16 cards. Our lethal outs are sap, long pause. We have a lot of cards. Not many of them give us lethal outs. Alright, we can get Burgle into silence too. That's always a play. Fuck it, man. If we play more minions, we're going into Light Bomb. Alright, cool. We hit our one sap. Odds were not in our favor, but screw them. We only run one Eviscerate and we already used it. Deadly was lethal as well, yeah. We had Sap, Deadly, and Burgle into silence. Boom. That's beautiful. We just mid-ranged him. We have a really sick high end, but I don't know how good that's going to be in the control matchups. But I don't know how good that's going to be in the aggro matchups, but in the control matchups, my god, does it do work. So this is like a thought steal too, kind of like a worse thought steal. So that extends value even more. So if we like just count the cards that are involved in our high end and that are good in the control games, we have Burgle's good against control, so that's 1. And then we have anything that's 5 and up's good against control, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 anti-control cards. And then anti-aggro cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see how it's kind of like polarized there a little bit. So we should try and make those kind of even out a little bit, unless we're only trying to target control, but we're trying to target ladder, which is mainly cancer face bullshit. I don't know what your ladder experience is like, but that's what mine's like. So if we were going to improve our matchup against aggro, we should cut the cards against control that we think are least valuable. And in my experience, Burgle is hilarious, but very bad. So I'm going to cut the Burgle right off the bat, as it's not the greatest card in the world. It usually gives you 2 trash cards from your opponent, because a lot of class cards aren't that great. Some are great, but some are pretty bad. So I want to see that gone. I want to see early game stuff that would go in a mid-range deck. I could see like Deathlord not being that bad, but we don't have a great way to clean up after Deathlord is kind of a problem. We need to just like generic 2 and 3 drops basically to throw in here to slow down our opponent. So there's some good rogue ones that we could use. We'd look at Auto Barber. Auto Barber is great for combining with our dagger to be able to clean some things up, which makes it pretty good against control, pretty good against aggro. Can help you with setting up blade flurries. Can help combo things because it's kind of inexpensive, and just help add damage to your deck. So I'd like to see an Auto Barber in here, as it's just a really solid 2-drop in the game of Hearthstone. This card's a possibility, but we don't have enough cards to combo cards, I don't think, so I don't want to see that in there. This card's a possibility to help out against aggro. We do have a hefty amount of Death Rattles in the deck. We have 1, 2, 3. Alright. We don't have very many Death Rattles in the deck. Alright. Another thing I'd like to point out is last game you saw we had a whole bunch of high-costing minions in our hand and a sprint. And we sprinted for lethal, granted, but our hand could have went on for many more turns without ever running out of steam. So I don't think the sprint's really necessary just because our curve's so high. Like, sprint helps you find Reno, I guess, when you need it. But I don't think sprinting is that strong when we only have 1 Blade Flurry and no preparations. Jade Buddha from Mitch just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, dude. What's up, Jade Buddha? What's going on, man? Feel free to link your deck in the chat, and I'll add you to the queue. But anyway, so sprinting, normally you combo it with prep so that you don't lose so much tempo when you're doing it, and then usually you still, even after you combo it with prep, have to recover the board with a flurry. Our recovery mechanism is 1 flurry. That's it. So, like, sprinting costs a lot of mana to gain a lot of card advantage and develop nothing, and then you recover the board with some combo using all of your cards. We don't have any combo that uses a bunch of little cards to then take back the board, because we're just an honest deck that fights with big minions. So since we're fighting honestly with big minions, drawing 4 cards doesn't really help us. So we don't have any recovery mechanism. So I'd like to have instead just follow the theme, get sprint out there because it doesn't follow the theme of high value minions that help fight for the board, and just add in cards that fit that theme a little better. So I want to add in a Skulker to help out a little bit against aggro over the sprint. It's still a pretty high value card and helps with the removal thing since we're a limited amount of removal in the deck right now because we have to run 1-ofs for Reno. Yeah. Why not prep sprint? Because we don't have that many spells. If you look at our spells here, we got 1. You can't even count Deadly Poison because that sucks with prep. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the sprint would be 5 spells. And sprint just doesn't accomplish what we want anyway, so let's not try and force it to make it work when it's not accomplishing what we need in the deck. And it's drawing us 4 cards, and then we lose the board, and then we can never recover the board because we'd only run 1 Blade Flurry, 1 Deadly Poison, 1 Oil, and we need exactly those 3 cards to get the big enough Blade Flurry to recover the board after a sprint. So it just doesn't make sense to include it unless you're running 2 of all of those cards and trying to do that as like your game plan like Oil Rogue would be doing. Yeah, so we have the Fan of Knives now we have a bunch of things for aggro now, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the heal bots kinda, and the Dark Arc and Skulker kinda. So I think we should be good against aggro. We still got a strong mid game presence, and I think our high end is a little bit more reasonable for what we're trying to do. So yeah. I think this is how I would change the deck if I were going to play a Reno Rogue on ladder. So there you go, Dark Blood. Hopefully that helped out a little bit. Hopefully, the big thing with Sprint was probably the big learning point in this deck. So, Sprint and mid-range decks, if you're including Sprint, you got to have a way to recover the board after the Sprint. So, that's why it's not as good in this deck as it could be in other decks. Doctor in. Alright, so next deck in the queue is Snutz's Control Shaman. Alright. Let's get a diagnosis on this deck. Control Shaman. He's already starting with a broken leg because he's playing Shaman. So, surgery room with this one. Alright, zombies. Oh, dude, a guy pulled off a pyramid. That's pretty dank. Alright, Stormforged decks. Ancestral. Ooh. I can't make Shaman work, but I don't know. I'm not a golden Shaman player. I don't do it enough. I don't hate myself enough to grind out Shaman, you know what I mean? Like, eventually I give up. Some people never give up. I'm not that strong. Alright. I like where we're going so far. I like Doomsayers. I like Jeweled Scarabs. I've never been a fan of Flametongue Totem, but I've definitely seen people use it before, and I've seen it work well. I've seen it work not well. I like the eggs. The eggs are kind of cute. Eggs with the elemental destructions and stuff. I could see that working out pretty good. I think definitely you're going to get the surprise factor on people because they're going to definitely mulligan for aggro shaman. And they are never going to expect this happening in a million years. So that's a good advantage you got going out of the gate. That might repair the broken leg. Alright, big game hunter. Double Argus. Alright. Elise. Alright, we re-broke the leg. There's an Elise in our deck. Alright, Harrison Jones. I like that card. I like that card in every control deck, man. Pretty much. Fire Elemental. Boom. And Neptulon. So what's our game plan here? Our game plan looks to be Shrek aggro early game with Doomsayers and Elemental Destruction and Lightning Storms, and then stall out and take things to Fatigue and get the Golden Monkey. Okay. How long the queue is? The queue is not that long. I haven't actually added you, Jade. Yeah, did you link a deck list? Yeah, there it is. Alright, sorry, my bad, I missed it. What's up? Here's my DeckDoctor submission. Good morning to you too, dude. You are a little bit down the line here. We got this one, and then from Snoots, and then we have Ernest, and then you. So just sit tight a little bit. It's not that long, and you should be. The doctor will be with you momentarily. All right. So, how's my grandma? She's doing great. Doing great. She can eat though. Holy shit. I'll get the bill. Don't worry about it. Orders a fucking 3-course meal. Like, God damn. Alright, so we got Zombie Chows, anti-aggro. We got Card Draw, anti-control, just to find our other answers. Lava Shock to go with all of the overload mechanics, makes sense. And just decent removal spell. Don't have any Crackles for removal or Lightning Bolts, but that's fine. We got Jeweled Scarab to help out against control. We got heals in the deck. We got a game plan. We got lots of hard removal, which is good because our game plan involves taking the game all the way to the end. And we can sometimes win by tempoing them out with Neptulon, Boom, and Fire Elementals. So we'll see how it goes. My sub should renew today. Is it okay if I submit a deck for deck doctoring? Yeah, man. Feel free. Alright. Paladin. Easy game, easy life. Oh, I don't have any Hearthstone sounds on. Let me try and like make that happen. Is that too loud? Probably too loud. If I do it like right there. Hopefully that's like... Alright. Against Paladin, we're going to want Storm. We're going to want Doomsayer. So let's keep Storm and Doomsayer. Clear, clear, clear some more. Taking care of business.
Well met.
Coin 2 drop. Uh-oh. That was awkward. I guess we're getting overloaded and then trying to pass a turn and then Lightning Storm. Or we could Totem. We have enough cards in our hand, honestly, to do what we need to do. Maybe I just Totem so I can have the option to Doomsayer or Storm next turn. I think it's ambitious to try and just go deep for cards here.
The light protects me.
He looks very aggressive. He runs Arch and Squires. This board is resilient as balls to AoE. Alright, well, we're gonna get to work on it, I guess. I don't know. Do I really want to Doomsayer into Storm? There's not a lot of pressure, but I mean, like, trying to set up our Doomsayer later is gonna be a little bit harder. I'll just do it. I think it's right. I think we need to... Because, like, eventually this clear is gonna be doing nothing. So I might as well take off the first wave of enemies, pop some bubbles, do some things, and, take care of business. Set up our other clears. Uh-oh. There's gonna be one big minion. And two little spiders. That's annoying. This didn't even help. If his next minion's Shredder, the Storm doesn't help. We can draw 2 cards and then still be able to Storm next turn. Maybe we find out Earthshock or something. Thalnos would be helpful, but we're overloaded next turn. Alright, so next turn I Storm into Storm, and hopefully that kills everything and we're good to go.
This apple on your head.
Alright, that's an extension into Storm. I like that, I like that. Now we gotta roll 3. Shaman. Ellie giggle. Alright, roll 3, roll 3. Should we get Lava Shock and then Storm? So we could pop this first and then kill everything? If we wanted. Try and go for the full clear. Or we could set up try and Storm next turn. We take 2 damage doing this. I think I'll just regular Storm this turn, right? Fuck it, I'm greedy. I'm going for the full clear. Killing this 4-1 too.
Job done.
Alright, we're back in it, we're back in it.
I'll never tell.
Reporting for duty.
Second Storm is not bad here. Second Storm is not bad. Shaman going hard. These Arguses, man. We do not have a board at all. Hopefully this, like, if this lives and gets avenged, we're in a terrible spot. So we're just hoping that doesn't happen. And, maybe we do. Well, it wasn't avenged. That's the good news. We're still not out of the woods yet, though. I guess it's noble sacrifice. Oh, that was a good one for him to top deck. Well played, sir. We're out of AoEs too now, but we're getting close to the point where we can play these Arguses.
The light protects me.
Okay, okay. I guess we can remove the weapon and try and find elemental destruction. This might come in handy. That card would have been good earlier. It's bad now, though. That didn't work. We're gonna need that elemental D. Uh-oh.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. 5, 9, 10, 11. Ruh-roh. Well. No AoE in the hand. We have Hex as a removal, and we have Fire Elemental as removal. We could also make a taunt wall.
Well met.
Yeah, well met, well met. Happy Feast for Wintervale. Good job. Secret Paladin. I'm trying to think, bro. Alright, taunt totem. Shaman. Why doesn't anyone run Wumbling Runts? Because the 2/6 body does not trade well into anything. Like, what are you running into? They play Belcher, you play Wumbling Runts, because Belcher's the most common 5-drop, and you're just like, deal 2 to it? Question mark? And then they just hit you in the face and kill you, and ignore it forever. Alright, Shaman. How do we make this work? We had the AoE clears, we had the Doomsayers, we had the cleanup to try and help us early game, and he just played minions that were resilient to it and took care of this. Something I want to see is... I mean, we didn't find the egg Doomsayers or the egg Flame Tongues. We found the Flame Tongues, no eggs. We found the Doomsayers, no eggs. So I think we have way too many things comboing with eggs that are just in our deck to help us with the egg situation, and not enough things that just help us take the board. What if we get some Haunted Creepers in there to combo with our Flame Tongue Totem and our eggs and all that stuff? We already read 2 Zombie Chows, so I can see Flame Tongue Totem getting value on the Zombie Chows. I can see Flame Tongue Totem getting value on the eggs. Now what if we cut the Doomsayers and then we put in Haunted Creepers? So now we can get value off the Haunted Creepers and have just more minions early game that we can potentially buff with these Flame Tongues. Since we're running them anyway, we're running the egg package with it. And what are some more early game minions we could possibly throw in there? Help fight for the board with minions instead of having to rely solely on cleanup spells. Now we just have minions and cleanup spells, so we got some more variety in the clears. And since we're running Flame Tongues anyway, we can just get the we run the Flame Tongues and the Axe. We could maybe just run the 1-drop just to help support a little bit. We also have Ancestral Knowledge, which could then kind of like we play this turn 1 and buff this up to 3 attack, kill their 2/3, and be ahead after Ancestral Knowledging. Could be a thing. And it helps with Flame Tongue Totem. Since we're running Flame Tongue Totem, we need early game minions, so I think we want to include some more. I don't like having 2 Argus. You saw we got one of them stuck in our hand a little bit there. It's like a card that's only good sometimes, so let's not run it 2 of and then you have it stuck in our hand. So I think we want one of those guys in there, at least. Maybe another way we could fit another one in. Jeweled Scarab is a card that is pretty good in Shaman, but the problem is it's a loss in tempo to play, and we're running Flame Tongues and stuff. Maybe we just lose that guy. I want to see Rock Biters too to go with our eggs and our early game minions now. So what if we drop this guy, put in the other Tunnel Trog, and then we drop Belize, because our finisher at this point is now playing things on curve, tempoing them out, and then killing them with Boom and Neptulon and big ass shit on curve after we've overwhelmed them at the board. So then we put in, I'd say, a Rock Biter. And then if we're running Rock Biters, we can change the Neptulon finisher into a Alakir finisher. So now we have burst damage and a tempo finisher. And Alakir you can just kind of drop on 8. It's got taunt, it can sometimes help you. And can we find a way to squeeze in another Rock Biter over something? At this point, now we cut the Elemental Destruction because our curve's so strong, and then we put in the other Rock Biter. And now we made the Flame Tongue Totems work. And there we go. We kind of changed it from control to tempo, but I think it would perform a lot better this way. If you're going to run Flame Tongue Totem, I think that's what you need to do with it. Flame Tongue Totem's not a control card. Flame Tongue Totem's a tempo card. So I just added minions to help you with your Flame Tongue Totem. Alternatively, I could have taken out the Flame Tongue Totem and went more control-y with it. But I think that's really one of the deciding factors of the deck. We didn't make it aggro. Like, look at our high-end curve. It's not aggro at all. I'll put in Leroy. No, don't put in Leroy. It's not aggro. It's tempo. You had so many tempo cards in there that it seems pretty ideal to make it tempo based. But yeah, this is what I would do with the shaman build if I was gonna run it. I think it's like yeah. I think the tempo version is going to be a lot stronger. It's what I would run. If you want to run super control, then you have to take out the flame tongue totems, and then you do a bunch of other stuff to it. I don't know. I can't make control work at all. Like, in any sense of control shaman, for me, I've done the double elemental destructions, I've done the dragon package, I've done a lot of random things with control shaman. It's never worked out for me completely. So I think this is kind of like a more on-track build to what you want to be doing with shaman if you want to be hitting legendary status with shaman. So I think this will get you in the right direction. So and we may have not fully doctored everything up that could possibly be changed to try and improve it, but we definitely stopped the bleeding a little bit and got you more on the right track of what you should be aiming at with Shaman. I think the completely control, is a little bit too ambitious. So I think you want to be looking at something more like this and something more of like playing on curve and then just outvaluing him in the late game with some fire elementals after you get him on curve going. Doctor in. Yeah, zombie, eggs, and flame tongues were already in there. I didn't change that many cards. I tried to change the least amount of cards. I think I changed less cards, making it more tempo-oriented, than I changed making it more control-oriented. Because it was kind of like a hybrid tempo/control deck, and we just had to pick a way to go with it. We had to pick either control, or we had to pick either tempo. You can't do tempo-control, because then you're going to draw your tempo cards and be tempoing people out, and then draw your control cards, then elemental destruction your own board and be confused. So you got to pick one way to go with each deck. You got to have a theme, you got to have a plan, and I think we refined the plan a little bit, and I think that's going to make for a stronger, more consistent deck overall. Remember I said I didn't enjoy playing Hearthstone recently? Did anything change from that time? Yeah, I like playing Hearthstone a lot more now. I don't know, sometimes it gets a little boring when I play it too much, because like it's with anything though, not just Hearthstone. But League of Explorers has been really good. I've had a lot of fun with that expansion. I think it's added a lot to the game. Even though none of the cards are super staple and deck defining, it's still just like such a great supplementary sort of expansion that makes a lot of things a lot cooler. Alright, on to the next Dr. Dick. Dr. Deck. I almost said Dr. Dick. Earned is 429, no deck list, but try to build a cool Reno Mage deck. So we have to build a Reno Mage that's cool. Now, what makes a deck cool? I guess Discover makes decks cool. How many Discovery cards can we fit in this Reno deck? Oh, dude, we want to run this card for sure. Alright. I don't think we even want Finley. Mage Hero Power is pretty good in Reno Mage. Alright, where's Reno? What can we Hero Power a lot? We just 100 people to death. That'd be kind of funny. Alright, I want... Alright, there's my anti-control package. I'm not going super serious with this because he said make it fun. So I'm trying to make it kind of fun. Let's get anti-aggro stuff in there. And we're going to control Reno. So I don't really want too many tempo-y based cards. None of these are really tempo-y based. So that's good. We're on track. So I want removal. I want AoE. And where's sheep? I want card draw. Clear AoE, single target, draw. Control deck 101. Let's see. Do I want secrets in here? Secrets are good against every deck. And what secrets do I want if I want secrets? barrier block and scientist. We can have some 2-ups too. So survive early game, get value off of discover cards, and then try and reform them and summon a bunch of 3/3s to kill him. Or reform them and what? We could reform, do the damage, and then try and like pyroblast them or burn them after that. That could be a thing against non-heal based control decks. Which there aren't many actually non-heal based control decks, so that might be bad. Might need some more early game. I can see an owl being pretty solid. Fallen Hero or something. Fallen Hero might not be a bad 2-drop just to throw in. You throw it down against aggro, and then against control you can try and get like your hero power up to 4 with Justica or whatever. Need a Belcher. Heal bot. Alright. It's a lot of 5s. You have no 4s in the deck, like at all. Shredder is not the greatest 4 for this kind of deck. I could see a Gnomish Inventor going in. Or some sort of 3/5. Let's put in the 3/5 heal both people guy. And is there anything? This card? Gain 1 spell power. Water Elemental is not really what we're looking for. I think Gnomish Inventor is probably one of the better 4s we could get for the job we're trying to do here. Just get a tournament medic. We don't have enough AoE to make tournament medic good. Probably want a BGH or a control deck. Could get a mind control tech just because it's good against aggro-y things, and Paladin can sometimes hit value. Especially since we're stalling out doing nothing. And then we could get a Doomsayer for the same sort of purpose. Alright, so we control the game a whole bunch, try and outvalue things with hero power and Reno, and then Archmage Reform and make a bunch of 3/3s and beat things. Something like that. Maiden of the Lake for the Uber combo. We don't have Caldera Drake either, so we're not going for that really like an Uber combo. We're just getting hero powers for values. Alright, let's see if cool Control Mage with Reno is any good. Zombie Chow. Zombie Chow is better when you're kind of going for tempo because it's a stat for stat minion. So it'd be good on turn 1, but bad on every other turn in this deck. Because we kind of just give up the board. We just instantly are like, here, have the board. And then we try and recover it with all of our AoEs and stuff.
Jaina versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
You asked for it.
Doomsayer doesn't work that well without Frost Nova. Nah, it works alright. Alright, Mind Control Tech, and looking for other early game cards. Looking for Flame Cannons, Frost Bolts, things like that. Not Secrets. Not Archmage Reform. Man, this was in my mulligan. I mulliganed it away. Draw it first draw. Fam sucks. Yeah, probably. Alright. I kind of want the Mage Hero power, to be honest with you. I think I will just ping this. It's funny. Alright. He's definitely getting close to getting in this mind control tech range. God, ice block. Alright, we just need him to play in a mind control tech, and we got the game easy.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, so I guess we're not killing this player on Avenge and not, whatchamacallit, not clear his minions for mind control tech. Alright, we got heals. Control Mage, 101 heals. He who snacks on pie just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Welcome to the Batcave team thing. Feel free to submit a deck to get doctored, and I'll add you to the queue, man. Hope you're enjoying your pie. I guess we'll heal bot, so we waste his true silver on it. Lose zombie jail value potentially. No good, he's gonna use his true silver on it. Hopefully he plays a Belcher and we steal it. That'd be the dream. Alright, he's playing some minions here. We have two options. We either have the Emperor Thorsan or the mind control tech. I think we just want to Emperor. Mind control tech will find value later. We got pretty good cards in our hand for Emperor. Did your donation get entered? Did you donate? Holy crap, did I miss it? Let me check. Oh shit, Battlecry Shaman for the DeckDoctor. Sorry. I can't hear anything because I'm listening to music on my phone. So I apologize. So I missed the notification sound. But I got you in the DeckDoctor list, man. No problem, Brandon the Porpoise. How's it going, dude? Thanks for the support, man. Alright, this got out of control kind of quick. I guess we're gonna Flame Strike, and then, well,
What to do? What to do?
we could Flame Strike and then BGH this next turn, I guess. Yeah, seems like the play. Otherwise, we're taking a lot of damage. My control tech will find value eventually, I believe.
Reporting for duty.
Still got Ice Block. Got a bunch of heals. Got Reno in the deck. We can take a bunch of damage. He who snacks on pie. You got your deck list. Adding it to the queue, man. Thanks for the subscription, bro.
Reporting for duty.
Did he play more secrets? He has another secret up while I was tapped, huh? Alright, so we can clean this up. Fireball BGH. Come on. Sometimes lucky.
I've got the beast in my
And we can begin healing out. Haven't even popped the block yet. Got plenty of life, got card draw, got a mind control tech, and got the final boss all in the hand.
Put your faith in the light.
Alright, that sucks. Where's our polymorph, you know what I mean? I guess we try and draw for poly. He still has Noble Sacrifice up, so the BGH can't even connect. That gets a 3 costing card, so it can't really get poly. I guess we could still play it and heal ourselves, because we're probably not getting popped this turn anyway. Let's see what we find. I don't really want to give him a spell. I don't know. We can keep it for desperate measures. If we get desperate, we'll use it. Hopefully we don't get popped here. He's only got 7. He needs a true silver or kings. He's already used 1 true silver, 1 kings. Alright, he's gonna be able to pop us. We have heals though. We can heal for 6 after the pop. We should be able to knock off the true silver. So we'll be back up to 10. And they'll have 5. Play 1 more minion. Damn. Alright, so noble sacrifice.
Get down! Gotcha.
And how do we kill this? I forgot. Spell slinger and kill it somehow.
Wanted, dead or alive.
Well, it's got 10. We're at 10. Looks like we're dead, boys.
Gotcha.
We can't ping the sheep. I thought we could ping the sheep. Damn, man. Reno Mage never lucky. Alright, we tried to make a cool Reno Mage deck, and that didn't work. We were actually super close to stabilizing, but he went secret. He went Mysterious Challenger into Tyrion, man. Tyrion too strong. What do we need then? I think we needed to have the mage hero power, so I think Finley's gotta go. What else? I think we want some 2-ofs, and I think the 2-of we want is Arcane Intellect, so we can find more answers. So I'm gonna put the second Arcane Intellect in. I think we want 2 Arcane Intellects, and maybe we just want 2 Polymorphs, just polymorph a lot of crap. Another donation came in. Oh my god. Sometimes lucky. Alright, let's see what the donation is, and then maybe that'll refresh us on how to make this Reno deck better. Alright. Let's check. Stolp just got Scamas for $10. Meh, I'll just donate as well so we don't have to wait for the resub to go through. Trying to make a Casino Hunter deck. Some fun random cards. Alright, Casino Hunter's added. I got you, man. Alright, and there's one guy right in front of you on the queue, according to chat. We got JS Fuller, donation for DeckDoctor. Make a Mill Hunter deck. It will be the first of its kind. Alright, Mill Hunter. We have some really fun Hunter fun. Alright. What are we on to? So, cool Reno Mage deck. It seemed like we had limited cards in our hand. We didn't have the resources. We didn't have the right hero power. We actually had the resources, just not the right hero power because we Finley'd. And so maybe I guess just add some heal too. We never found value off the big game hunter. I mean off the mind control tech, but we were kind of greedy with it, so that might be why. We probably have. This card probably should just be an Earthen Ring Farseer. Like, we get a 3-drop off of it, sometimes cool, but, like, most of the time it's not very good. So I think we'll just go with the heal and be a little more secured with it. And I'll call that my Trollish Reno Mage. It's supposed to be cool and fun. Uses Arch-Thief from Bomb and Discover cards. Alright, next deck we have Jade Buddha from Mitch.